Yo, what's up, football nerds? I'm back for day four, final day of the combine. Um, just like any other, the last couple of days, what you expected, you got the guys that you expected to performed, and nobody really jumped off the page to say, "Oh, let's give this guy a second look or a second chance." Maybe Byron Jones, literally, he jumped out of the combine. Really wish he would have ran the 40. You got to wait till his pro day to see that. But really, outside of those guys like Lyndon Collins or Jalen Collins, that's honestly that's the guy that probably helped himself more than anybody today. Kind of solidify himself as a really quality pick and a guy that probably talked himself into the top 15 just with his numbers alone. And then him having that LSU background that always looks good. You coming from LSU as a D back, you got a chance to do anything. But so that's really about it for day four of the combine. There's just not a lot of guys. Just like the last couple of days, the guys you expected to perform, and the tier two guys you expected to perform, they did what they were supposed to. Like everybody stayed inside of where they were graded. Nobody didn't jump up or jump down or kind of fluctuate like you expected them to. And I think that's just this whole class in general. This whole class is just really not weak, and I'm not going to say it lacks talent because I feel like it has really, really great talent. But if you look at this class, you'll realize that a lot of guys in this class has a lot of off the field issues, and it just seems like that's the new thing now, to have off the field issues. And there's a lot of crazy talented people in this draft. They just have off the field issues. So I think that's what that's going to have to do for a lot of teams. What that's going to do for a lot of teams is that you're going to see them doing a lot of more interviews, a lot of more background checks, a lot of more personality checks, and just seeing where these guys are at mentally and if they love the game of football or if they're just in it for the dollar sign. Because you don't want to get a guy with the dollar sign. If the guy wants a dollar sign, he'll be out of the league in 3 or 4 years. If you want a guy that loves to play football, you're going to get you a J.J. Watt. And that's just plain and simple. So when you look at this class overall, it's going to be tough. The first round can really go anyway, even with how guys got a lot of their big board set up with the quarterbacks going number one, number two. That could change. That honestly, looking at it, a lot of the other positions showed up to the point where I feel like I can come back around in the second round and maybe go give me a quarterback. And there's been quite a few quarterbacks that's gone in the second round that you feel like you can get production in. I mean, Russell Wilson, third round. So not necessarily a lot of people might not jump on the quarterback right there. I mean, we seen it when Geno Smith came out. A lot of people had him rated really high and thought he was going to be the first quarterback off the board and thought he was going to be, boom, Geno Smith. His name was going to be the first one to call. But that wasn't the case. He didn't go until day two. So I don't know. If I was to grade this class on A, B, C, D, E, F, scale, on a grade scale, I would give it about a C. Honestly, like and that's just overall grade. That's talent and attitude and personality, all that in there. That's about a C. I mean, if you've seen a lot more football personality and a lot more people that wanted to stay in the game and love the game and didn't have the off the field issues and get in so much trouble, this class could easily be a B plus. But it's just, that's the thing. It's just a lot of off the field issues, and nobody really didn't jump out. So there's going to be a lot of guys in this class alone that you're going to have to coach up. A lot of guys that you're going to have to get mentored. A lot of guys that you're going to have to keep an eye on, and that's not something you want when you invest millions into a person. But that's really my take on this class. Next, I'm going to go do a mock. I might not do a mock for about 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm just going to gather a whole bunch of knowledge or a whole bunch of information, not knowledge, but a whole bunch of information on a lot of guys and just take it from there. And then I'm going to try to do me a mock draft. I'm going to start doing breakdowns of certain players at positions. I'm going to take each position every day, and I'm going to actually focus in on that position for the next couple of weeks. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that. But that's all I got. It's been a great 4 days. I'm happy it's over, but I'm not happy it's over, But I'm excited to see what happens with a lot of guys. And that's really all I got today, football nerds. I hope y'all stay safe. Hope y'all had a good, enjoyed the combine. And, yeah, just be safe, man. Have a good day.